What's going on? This is the brother Jay. Excuse me. And I'm back with another thought of the day. And my thought of the day is Sign of the Times Part 2. And I can admit I'm kind of saddened a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But this is the sign of the times. A lot of people are buying in the ideology that it's better to be single than to be married, especially if you have been married for a lengthy amount of time. Now, the story I'm referring to is a lady that has been married for 10 years, okay? And they they have a child together, and you know, she admits from the beginning that, oh, he was with me when I was broken. So apparently, you know what I'm saying, she went through some devastating other relationships, you know what I'm saying, and she was a broken lady. So when she got with him and he dealt with her through all these broken issues and stuff like that, so now she's complete now. She's, you know what I'm saying, evolved into this strong boss lady, and she got her own little business or her own little money coming in or whatever. Then she went to a life coach, and a life coach suggested to her that she should test her relationship to see if all of her needs was met. I'm sorry. It might not sound, I might not can verbalize it, you know what I'm saying, in English form, but when you with someone for 10 years, you with them for through some shit, okay? You ain't just there for 10 months and I just met you and I'm trying to figure out if my needs are met. You know what I'm saying? If you was someone for 10 years, your needs was met. You know what I'm saying? So she told this lady to test her marriage. And she verbally said that the woman that I was over here, he was fulfilling my needs. But because I'm more successful and doing better over here, he's no longer fulfilling my needs. So my question is mostly a two-pronged question, which is that, did you talk to your husband about your needs? Which is the most important question. Because most of the time, if you date a dude past 10 years, or at least 10 years, he gets an idea about your needs. And if you come up with new needs, then you have to communicate that so he knows what's going on. Men are not mind readers. You know what I mean? The second part of that is it's sad when you have to go to she called that person, not a therapist, but it was a motivation coach, life coach. That's what it was, life coach. Life coach suggested this. Now, why are you going behind your husband's back to talk to somebody else about your personal shit? You know what I'm saying? The first person you should be talking to is your man, because you feeling this, so you should be talking to him. You know what I'm saying? If you talk to a life coach, their main aim is to still get money out your ass by giving you advice. That's their main aim. So if your shit breaks up, they got a constant customer and shit, because you're saying you don't go through this shit when you're single and you're trying to meet somebody new and, oh, life coach, what do you think about this new other person over here? Like, yeah, I'm saying, and yeah, I'll say this, that, and the other silly shit and pay me. You know what I'm saying? They don't make money off of successful marriages or successful relationships. They don't make money off of that. Not continuous, constant money. They might make some instant, 2 or 3 session money, you know what I'm saying, when you have a marriage that works, that is successful and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? But even then, you can save your change and talk to your family members and stuff like that, but you still should talk to your husband first, because you've been married to him for 10 fucking years. And this is a sign of the times. People are not taking their marriage seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's all about them and what they want and their feelings. The truthful heart of a marriage is called sacrifice. Sometimes your personal gain or your personal enjoyment has to take a back seat for the bigger issue, which is the covenant of your marriage that you went to church and said in front of a preacher vows to God on, that I will be this person till death do we part. What happened to that? See, people are just like, you know what I'm saying? And this woman is 40 years old. And she's back on the streets now and has the nerve to complain on why men ain't stepping up after she stepped out of a 10-year marriage. Are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? Now, she's strong enough, you know what I'm saying, in her own head to say that she won't regret it, you know what I'm saying? But when you look in her eyes and stuff like that and see how she's speaking and shit like that, and she's not getting the results that she want to get, you can see the disappointment is right all in her face. All because she want to sit here and roll the dice. Oh, shit, that's crap. Damn. You know what I'm saying? People need to start encouraging these ladies that when you get into these marriages, the only way it works is, first of all, mostly is communication. Second of all, you have to believe in the person that you're with. You know what I'm saying? Why get married and all of a sudden, I don't believe in you no more? You know what I'm saying? Now, there's certain situations that's understandable. There's certain situations, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a dude is married to her and he develops a drug habit and they got a kid and you want your kid to see that, I understand it all day. When your husband, you're saying, develops the avenue of he's, you know what I'm saying, fucking every broad, you know what I'm saying, that he can fuck, you know what I'm saying, besides you. You know what I'm saying? If he's having sex with other women behind your back, you know what I'm saying, when you could be giving him sex and stuff like that, I understand that violation. Yes. See, there's some violations I understand. You know what I mean? But the way she's talking, he didn't step out with no other broad. You know what I'm saying? He didn't, you know what I'm saying, develop a drug habit. You know what I'm saying? It's just that the way that she explained it and the way that I heard it, like, well, when I was broken, I was grateful that he was with me when I was broken and damaged goods. You know what I'm saying? But now I escalated and my financial situation evolved and I became more of a structured state of mind instead of a broken person. Now that I became more ambitious, he's not as ambitious. That's what I got from it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, wow, because this dude is not as ambitious as you are. Like, you know what I'm saying? He might be just like, hey, I'm satisfied, you know what I'm saying, that the bills are paid. My wife and my daughter is not wanting for nothing. You know what I mean? I'm satisfied right here. But she's like, no, fuck that. You need to be ambitious enough so we can become billionaires and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Be a power couple like Jay-Z and Beyonce. And I get tired of hearing that comparison note. I get tired of hearing it. That's not realistic. Most of us, you know what I'm saying, in decent relationships or marriages, stuff like that, are not going to achieve Beyonce and Jay-Z money. Now, does that mean you shouldn't aim for that? I wouldn't say no, but you have to be realistic. Like, are you going to achieve that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, truthfully, how much is too much? You know, how much money do you actually need so you can be satisfied? And this is a sign of the times, man. They telling ladies to shoot for the moon. Not to be satisfied right here where you're financially stable, live in a decent neighborhood that's crime-free, and you don't got to worry about, you know what I'm saying, no ill-intent people and stuff like that, except for the people you bringing around in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's not enough to be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? You have to have more. I want more. I want Trump money. Even though he's broke, but anyway. So, this is the sign of the times, man, and this is heartbreaking for me because this is going against all social structure. You know what I'm saying? That how would the covenant of marriage is supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? So my conclusion is this. This is saddening to hear. And if you hear her talk, I'm saying she sounds like a very smart woman. but apparently not that smart. You know what I'm saying? When you listen to some fucking stupid life coach that tells you should test your marriage and stuff like that, and test him. If he's not, you know what I'm saying these keywords right here, leave his ass. You know? And have the nerve to say, you know what I'm saying, that, we talked to our daughter. Well, I talked to my daughter, and she said, I think y'all be good co-parents and stuff like that. First of all, no child and stuff like that is going to want their mom and dad separate unless they're seeing, like, strong ass arguments and stuff like that, where they hurling names at each other and throwing objects at each other. Then yeah, they want them to separate, but most kids want their parents together. So that was bullshit what she was saying. That was bullshit. I ain't believe that shit at all. You're saying, oh, she thinks we'll be good co-parents. What child won't be added to the statistics that you tell your friends, like, is your parents divorced? Yeah, mine too. You know what I'm saying? You want to be that child to be like, yeah, my parents are still together, nigga. You know what I mean? And they've been together for fucking another 10 more years and stuff like that. You want to be, but see, that's also setting an example for the child. Because the child's going to learn from her behavior and say, well, shit, if my mom walked away from her marriage and stuff like that, after giving vows and stuff like that, not taking seriously the covenant that she gave to God and stuff like that, I can do that too. So you're encouraging bad behavior. Now, it's good behavior if you're saving yourself or your daughter from a bad situation. Yes, I understand that. But just to go out and leave just because, well, my needs ain't met. How many times, let me be realistic, how many times probably his needs wasn't met? You know what I mean? You come home from work or whatever and stuff like that, and hey baby, can we get busy tonight? No, I'm tired. Okay, we'll wait till next week. You know, I'm gonna let that go. That's my thought of the day. Sign of the Times Part 2. Hopefully these wheels will turn in the right path. But right now, this is a sad state of affairs where these relationships are going, man. Ill. So anyway, I'm out of here. Deuce.